I realised that a lot of my mates that I was friends with then weren't really guys that I could really count on, because he partied and he did the normal stuff, went and tried to pick up girls and stuff like that. But when I was at home and I wasn't able to do anything, I realised that a lot of the relationships that I had were very superficial, and I was known as Chris, the funny guy who does this and this, and I was boxed in, so I had to try and figure out who I was as a person. I think a lot of them now are starting to realise that their relationships define who they are as people. And I think the good thing about what came out of the accident and losing sight of my eye was I was able to figure out who I am. So I think I'm a lot more self-aware of the person I am. You become a lot more headstrong as well, because once you figure out who you are at such a young age and realise what you want to do and realise the person and values that you want to live by, it's a gift which not many people are given. My main goal is to make sure that what's being said is the truth and what coming out is honest and going towards the right direction. I think if I didn't have Ollie and I didn't have Mum being involved in the church and didn't have the patience that family members and especially a mother and a sister do have, I think I would be in a totally different place. So I'm very lucky that I had that support network, especially with Ollie. Me and her didn't have a great relationship leading up. I dealt with things after Dad passed not very well, not the best way I could have, but she dealt with it a different way, and then she became a lot more headstrong, and I relied on her a lot in my recovery, so much to the point where she was going out of her way. She was driving me to Randwick, which was an hour and a half, taking time off uni, just to make sure that I was okay. And she's always been that type of person that she'd do anything for her family. But I think I was just lucky to have a sister that actually made sure that I was surrounded by good people as well. She made a very strong point of trying to get me to go to men's groups, and at first I was like, I'm not going to a men's group. Guys sitting around talking about their feelings and stuff like that. And that's probably the same culture that a lot of the guys think about today. And I think a lot of the stuff that I'm doing with young men at the moment, it really stems from young men of God, all the ideas. I haven't reinvented the wheel, I've just really tried to take it to a secular point. Not because I'm trying to push away from the Catholic ideologies and Catholic teachings, but because I think that a lot of the work that we can do is in that space.